Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show, training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Suzie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse Semi. Training Eve to drive a cart. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Vaulting on Eve. Training Eve to lay down. Training Eve to harness, pull a log on sand. Training Semi to harness, pull a log on turf. Enjoying our horses as partners. Liberty jumping to music. Training Eve in roping a cow with a simulator. Training on our driveway, which is covered by sand, so we have a straight track. Stepping over poles, jumping over crossbar jumps, transitions to various speeds, working in our obstacles area. Sadie over the haunches with the cable cow simulator. Sadie doing obstacles without rein control. Training miniature zebu bull Rusty to pull an implement. Mini zebu heifer Suzie being trained to pull a cart with a seated driver. Eve variety jumping.
Starting Eve out on jumping in other areas besides our turf area. We have a final jump set up here on our north-south track, which is in fact our driveway covered with sand. This isn't the greatest day to try something new because in my neighbor's yard we have this kind of activity. But okay, these are ranch versatile horses and they need to learn how to focus on what we're asking for in spite of these kind of distractions. So we're continuing to see how Eve does today on jumping one low rider jump, so to speak, here on our north-south track near our front gate. And you're watching our first attempt at getting Eve comfortable with this request. We don't know what to expect. You'll see, as well as we'll see. We don't rehearse on the Minmore Farms Urban Cowgirl channel shows. We just show you how we deal with asking for our requests and dealing with wrong and right answers. We're not in a rush. Very small steps is okay. My front gate is automatic and only certain people are able to access, and they know to go very quietly because they know we use every square inch of our property here at Minmore Farms to train our horses and to give our horses a natural life. This is an urban-rural setting on the border of the county and the city. So we have a variety of distractions, a variety of predators, but nevertheless, in our own country at heart way, we continue to work with our horses on ranch horse versatility. In some respects, this final jump here on the driveway, which Eve has never been asked to negotiate, is an obstacle, and she is usually pretty good at obstacles. What we're doing is giving her a chance to approach retreat, to see it from all aspects, to feel when we've got her focus and her stress-free attention. And then we may or may not ask her to step over or jump over this very low jump. Just standing like that is part of the training. There we go. That was good. Now she's rushing a little bit, and she's being, I'm sure, stressed by that which is going on next door. Very loud. Give her a chance to flex for us. Rosie will not ask anything of Eve that she doesn't feel Eve is ready to answer. Now she's approaching from the other side. We'll just follow along with the camera and give you an idea what we're experiencing and how we're dealing with it. Circling, getting closer and closer to this jump obstacle, so to speak. Desensitizing, so to speak, Eve to this jump obstacle that she's never even dealt with. She touched the styrene pipe. She's a little bit stressed, as you can see. She may have interpreted that sound of her clipping the pipe and that feeling as, well, that pipe reached out and grabbed her. We don't know. We try to see the world as our horses see it. For the last few days, this jump has been at the side of the driveway, not even across the driveway. And as we took our horses by it, they perceived it as a potential predator. We let them investigate because they at first planted their feet and said, no, I'm not going by. So we treated it as an obstacle and let them investigate. And now they're not perceiving it as a predator. There was possibly a refusal. We'll ask Rosie when we're closer to her. There's too much noise from this tractor here right now to even want to try to interview Rosie. We've been working Eve here for about 10 minutes. We usually don't want to work Eve more than 15, 20 minutes. Approach. Step over. That's all Rosie was asking for. And again, she touched it. Eve touched it with her front feet, but didn't seem to get very stressed when she did that. But maybe she's stressed enough to not want to do it again. So Rosie's asking for focus with lateral flexion. She's asking for her back. Back is always a good thing to ask for. Gets their attention. Gets them to use their haunches. As a matter of fact, some natural horsemanship trainers say that whenever they stop their horse, they back a step or two. Okay, it's suddenly quiet. The tractor was turned off. Let's see if this makes a difference to Eve or to how Rosie approaches this obstacle now that the sound is quiet. That was nice. Very nice. Very nice. No stress, no rushing afterwards. And Rosie is giving Eve reward, praise for her right answer, for Eve's right answer to jumping this jump here from the south to the north direction. First time she has been asked to train here on the driveway on a jump. She's done the poles. She hasn't done the final jumps here. She's done cavalettis in the arena. But we like to train our horses, who are to be versatile horses, in many different settings. This first lesson on the vinyl jump in the north-south track is very important. We don't want Eve to remember a stressed training session here if we can help it. She's a great dispositioned horse. She's learning all these things one after another. Let's see how she does. Oh, very nice. Very nice. A little bit of head throwing afterwards, which shows me that she was somewhat stressed. But okay, she's giving us lateral flexion. Still quiet. The tractor hasn't turned back on. approach the jump from the south to the north direction again, but stop. Make sure we have vertical flexion collection. Looks like Rosie's going to try it. Very nice. Very nice. It's always the rider's choice when it's time to stop. And so we'll see what Rosie decides to do, because she can feel what we may not be able to see. If she's feeling stress on Eve's part, she may or may not want to ask for more. I have extra sand here on this north-south track and on my east-west driveway track so that we can pick up trots and canters here without worrying about rocks injuring my horses' hooves, because my horses are all barefoot. I try not to shoe them. Okay, my worker's going by here with a wheelbarrow, but you know, Eve is a ranch versatile horse. It should be okay. We'll see what she says. She's used to wheelbarrows. She's used to Ed, my worker. No problem. Asking for a back just by bringing our feet out and in. No rein pressure if we can help it. Rosie decided not to jump at that moment, and I'll bet you it's because she felt some stress in Eve's body, some rushing. She wants full focus, stress-free. There you go. Now let's see how she handles the after the jump. She is showing gaping in the mouth. Rosie's going to ask for some more from Eve. That's okay. Tractor seems to be starting up again behind me. That's okay. There's echoes here from the tractor. I'm hearing the echo to my right while the tractor is working to my left and behind me. That's okay. Eve has to focus on us. She has to feel secure here. Keep trying to help her feel secure here. This morning I saw a deer in her corral, and I thought, oh my goodness, was that going to scare her? But she was okay with it. Good, she's getting praise. Her head went down. That's a good body language sign of stress-free reaction. Licking of the lips, blinking of the eyes, flexibility, all good signs of stress-free performance, which is what we want from our Ranch Versatile Morgans. Can I get you to tell us anything that I may not have been able to see here from the camera, Rosie, because you were feeling Eve?
Well, she's just, you know, pretty alert and in a mild state of stress, but that's just sort of her usual state. I mean, she's just a vaguely nervous girl, and that's fine. And so to begin with, I just circled a lot and stop and back and stop and back. Well, I'll say it first, but that's really what I was doing like the entire time. Stop and back and circle and circle and stop and back and circle. And I think she's being pretty good right now, considering the noise and considering jumping on the driveway, considering her herd mates are across the street, which she will never not be alert to, which is, you know, I guess to be expected. But she's all right. I mean, as I'm sure you can see, our main problem was not going over the jump, but then getting her to come back, you know, to remain soft afterwards. And I thought that last jump was really good. She came right back down. Nice collected trot and then a walk as soon as I asked her to. So I thought that was a good place to stop. Although really, we could just do this all day and it'd be good for her.
Right, but you've been working a little bit over 15 minutes, and we like to keep our lessons with Eve between 15 and 30 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes or so. And in light of the fact that she did show improvement, and we do have all these auditory distractions that are not pleasant to work around, let's just call it quits for today. But tell me, Rosie, what do you think we should do next with Eve here to get her so that we're comfortable taking her to our turf jumping across the street in the future?
I'd say just do this same thing again and again and again.
One jump, or should we bring another one here?
We can bring another jump.
We might be ready for another jump.
I think so.
All right. That'll be the next step then.
Okay.
And we keep them stored here by the driveway, so while we're using them, it's easy to bring them out and put them back. And we'll show you our progress here at Minmore Farms training Firecrest Easter Eve in jumping over our vinyl jumps in different settings. Sonia Sokolow, the Urban Cowgirl, www.urbancowgirlchannel.com. We have 2 jumps now set up on the driveway. 2 jumps with, in the poles, some fake flowers. Why? Because we want to make sure that our horses are desensitized to this kind of thing that you often find when you go elsewhere. So I got some fake flowers and I put them in the posts. Eve is going to, with Alexis aboard, be desensitized to having 2 jumps on our track, which is a sand-covered driveway, and be asked to step over some low jumps, maybe jump over some low jumps as you see them here. We're trying to work on Eve's stresses, get relaxation, and minimize rushing. That looked good. But I see that Alexis had to make a circle. And you see she did not take the second jump, probably because Eve was rushing or feeling stressful. Here she comes again. Again, left the jump course before the second jump. Eve's touching the rails from time to time, but she's not freaking out by touching them, which is good.
Easy. Turn.
What do you feel? Stress, huh?
Yeah, I felt like going over the jumps, she was a little less anticipating them before, so I felt like that was better. But definitely once we get over them, she wants to head out that way. And I guess where I'm stuck is I feel like you're supposed to give them their head, right, when they jump. You know, you don't want to be like pulling on their face, but at the same time I need to slow her down. Right. And I can't let her run off. Right. So that's where I'm trying to figure that out right now. So the reason I was doing that, she gets really kind of like stiff in her neck, like really resistant, and I mean she just doesn't. I feel like, I mean right there, like she's pulling, instead of giving in like that.
How about going back down to a walk and getting
Over the jumps?
Yes, and getting non-resistant behavior.
I mean, I was just saying, like, right here as we were coming, she did that. As we were, like, that's good, yeah. As we were coming along.
Because everything is harder to do at faster speeds, so maybe if we get a lot of repetition at the walk where she's not resistant, we can slowly work our way up to the jog and then to the canter. Right now, Eve is showing relaxation.
Walk.
Her head was down. She's not jigging. We look for things like blinking of the eyes and licking of the lips to get indications of relaxation. Now, let's see how she does. Just walking over. Very good. Excellent. You see, there's a big difference in her demeanor at the walk. How about this? The jog going the other direction where she doesn't seem to rush and then stop on a good note. Are you okay on that?
Sure, yeah.
And around the tree she goes. There looked like there was some stress. That's why Alexis is working with her. Even going in that direction.
Had a girl.
There you go. Now you heard Alexis say that a girl
Walk.
to Eve.
Walk.
So there was still some stress, huh? Alexis?
I'm thinking, yeah, I think so.
It looked like it. It
Yeah.
looked like you had to circle her a few times. So
At the end there, yeah.
yeah, let's try it again.
Okay.
As much collection as you can get approaching the jump, I think you'll be better off as far as rushing goes after the jump. Much better. Much better.
And walk. Walk.
Far from perfect, but we're okay. We're going to get better. We'll show you Firecrest Easter Eve's progress at jumping
Walk.
in variety of locations with a variety of riders. Are you okay on quitting on this note?
Yeah.
All right. That's all for today. Sonia Sokolow, the Urban Cowgirl.
Shadrack Stables at Minmore Farms. Sadie and Eve. Semi. Rusty and Suzie. www.thesokolos.com